senators on Tuesday lampooned President Muhammadu Buhari in his handling of security situation in Nigeria that has led to massive killing and wanton destruction of property across the country, saying that the president lacks the legitimacy to remain in power as he can no longer provide for the security of lives and property. You can imagine. The same people who were talking about a protest of answers, and meanwhile what the president is even committing, what the politicians are doing is even worse than what really happened. After all, they were the one that even they know much about what happened, this whole thing that really happened during answers that turned something else. Now they are telling us now, or now they cannot tell the president that he cannot even handle the destruction of property across the country. Well, the senators on the floor of plenary questioned why President Buhari should continue to remain in office as commander-in-chief if he cannot marshal the country's security to protect the people. The vote of no confidence in Buhari's inability to secure Nigeria comes in the wake of Saturday's brutal massacre of 43 rice farmers in Zambamare, district of Jere local government area of Borno State. According to the senators, President Buhari has breached the 1999 constitution as amended against the backdrop that has failed to adhere to Section 14 of 1 of 1999 constitution, which has to do with the government and the people, as well as stipulate that the Federal Republic of Nigeria shall be a state based on the principles of democracy and social justice. The Senate said that Nigeria as a nation cannot move forward until the lives of every Nigerian is protected and secured, just as it stressed that the primary objective of government is the provision of security and the protection of its citizens, adding that protecting the lives and property of citizens is the primary obligation of government, and any government that cannot discharge this basic obligation loses any iota of legitimacy. Resolutions on the Senate on Tuesday were sequel to a motion entitled Beheading of 67 Farmers in Borno by Boko Haram Insurgents, Need for Urgent Decisive Action, and sponsored by Senator Kasim Shettima, All Progressives Congress APC, Borno Central, and co-sponsored by 17 other senators. The Senate, which read Riot's act to the president, asked him to immediately sack the service chiefs and appoint fresh ones against the backdrop that the present have lost their usefulness and have nothing to offer the country towards nipping in the bud the security challenges in the country. It asks the president to immediately initiate a way of sacking the current overstate service chiefs and replace them with new ones with new ideas and conclusions. According to the Senate, the time has come for Chief of Defense Staff General Abayomi Olonisaki, National Secretary Advisor NSA Major General Mohammed Babagana Mugono, Chief of Army Staff General Tukur Buratai, Chief of Air Staff Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, and Chief of Naval Staff Vice Marshal Ibok Ete Ibas to go because they have outlived their usefulness. The upper chamber has also said that 67 farmers were killed in very gruesome manner in Borno State on Saturday, and against the 43 being reported. The lawmakers adopted this after almost an hour-long deliberation on insecurity across the country and the recent killings of 43 farmers in Borno State. Recall that there was Saturday mass killing of rice farmers in Zambari community in Jere local government area of Borno State. The victims were buried on Sunday, and a delegation of the federal government led by the Senate President Amal Lawan paid a condolence visit to the state on Monday. The Senate urged President Muhammadu Buhari to take immediate steps to restructure, remodel, and revamp the country's entire security architecture and provide enough state-of-the-art weapons and equipment to effectively combat the belligerent power of the insurgents. The upper chamber also called on the president to immediately initiate probe into widespread allegation of corruption and leakages within the security structure and put mechanisms in place to foster transparency and ensure all resources meant and deployed for security and actually spent on the needs on the ground. The Senate also urged the federal government to aggressively explore multilateral and bilateral options of partnership with the neighboring nations of Chad, Niger, and Cameroon towards reviving and strengthening the multinational joint task force and finding a lasting solution to the scourge of insurgency in the Lake Chad region. The upper chamber of the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, recruit at least 10,000 civilian JTF versatile with the local terrain in Borno as agro rangers under the aegis of NCDSC to complement the efforts of the Nigerian armed forces. Honestly, I don't know who Buhari is going to listen to. If the APC, thank God it's the APC people that are even initiating this, because before you know it, they will tell you opposition this, opposition that. The problem is that everybody is facing the whole thing, everybody is affected. And that is one good thing. Everybody is affected, especially those from that region. Then what is the essence of them being in power? At least the same thing people have been complaining, whether from the opposition or whatever. Even when the opposition is even talking, we don't even, try to listen to them because everybody, Nigerians are saying the reality. They are saying it just the way it is. So what are we talking about? And most of the most annoying thing about this whole thing that this so-called APC, they know about it, but they are always playing to the gallery. But if they continue to keep quiet, everything, this whole thing will consume, it will consume them as well, because you are from the same party and you not be able to say the truth. Let us hear people who are going to say that, oh, PDP, why you were in APC, why you were in power for 16 years, what did you do? At least this is the APC people. If they lie, they should say the truth. If they lie, they should not just say the truth. It will consume all of them. It will affect everybody, and it's affecting them as well. Buhari is a bad omen. Nothing seems to be working in this part of the world sincerely. No hate, but what is going on? All these people, the senators, all they know how to do is to talk and talk. And at the end of the day, nothing will see happen. Why trouble the northern people when the day that this is the best government the country can ever get? Why trouble the same people who have employed almost all northerners as security chiefs and the key positions in the country? The lion they have created is what is haunting them. Borotai is one of those ruling us in Aso Rock because they have agreement after the death of Buhari that they will be in control till dead Buhari second tenure ends. The situation is already out of hand, and if care is not taken, all the Tucano fighter jet that is about to be delivered to Nigeria from USA may be lost to the terrorist idiots. We need new hands as service chiefs. Period. The legislators have the power to impeach the president if he commits any impeachable offense, but because of party divide, they cannot do it. No, this call is too early. Let them continue welcoming the campees from PDP. Party has more values than human beings. Of course, let them continue. That's what they are priding themselves on. They say, oh, the defection that will happen will shock Nigerians, but this one is not. Let them continue, just like somebody said. Let them continue engaging in the camping from one party to another, if that is what will help them in the first place. To sack the service chief is not a solution to the problem. Let Nigerians apply the camera satellite to monitor the activities of US and other countries of the world. I think last month US armies entered this country and rescued their citizens in this country. What did they use to monitor that? Nigeria is absolutely a colossal failure, coupled with the ineptitude of Mr. President and service chiefs. The Senate could pass a vote of no confidence of the president. So the president and every sector that breaches its code. Democracy without the rules of law is unequivocally tyranny. Honestly, this story. The same people who are supposed to do the right thing, they are there sleeping, saying something else. At least they have passed a vote of no confidence on him. Let's see what will happen.